Oh, here we are at Andy Tiernan Classics again. There's a rather nice Trident here, look. Lovely. Nice colour, really nice paint on this. All restored. And then if we go over here, we've got the BSA version of it. Just got a few bits off it at the moment to rectify a few little probs with it. And what have we got outside? We've got an A65 Thunderbolt. Which is rather nice, isn't it? Very clean bike. And if you don't like the colour of this one, you can have a black one. Nice chrome on the tank. Triumph Speed Twin, which is sold. Little C11 BSA. Nice original old Triumph. Look at this, look, really original. More or less as found, look. Nice. And it's a sprung hub as well. Springs are all in the hub. The bouncing bomb, we used to call them.
Have a look at this.
And there we go. Triumph Bonneville. Looks very much to me like a T140D. With the mag wheels. Pretty bike. I think these shiny ones all come from one guy, I think. We'll have a little look inside and see what we can find. Another little C11. And a matchless G11. This is a 600. Royal Enfield KX1140. When I was working here, I put about 6 of these together. I got one up together from parts, and Andy was so impressed with it that I went and bought another 5 all in bits, and we all got them sorted out. Not the sort of thing you normally see here. There's a Bill firebolt. They're not everybody's cup of tea, but they do go well. I remember having, when I had one of my Harleys go down, they lent me one of these, but it was a Lightning. It was a demo bike to just get home on, and it went like hell. Really impressed. Then there's a little new Hudson autocycle. That's the restyled one. Which you can't really get that to see, but got a little Villiers 98cc engine in them, and they're quite sweet. Another view of that Triumph. Edward Turner was a good stylist, but and a terrible engineer, I reckon. Little Cycle Master in the back wheel on a Ellswick bicycle. They're 32cc. I had one of those, and the furthest I went with it was 12 miles, and it took several days. Very cheap to run. Very cheap to run. We'll just have a look in the showroom and see what there is in there now. Triumph Custom Bobber 500. Somebody spent a lot of money on it, but doesn't really sort of do too much for me. A Velocette, which is now reserved, so that's sold. Another Velocette there. That's an MAC, a Mac. A little Mac with a 350. A Norton, which is now sold. ES2 500. They look very purposeful, these Nortons. This one's got the benefit of indicators on it, which is not a bad thing on a classic bike. We've got an OK Supreme with a little 250 Jap engine in it, I reckon. I reckon it's a 250. So have a look. Yeah, 250. Anything with a Jap engine seems to make good money. But it's now sold. Royal Enfield G2 Bullet 350. I think I've featured this before, I think. Nice original old bike. Got the Royal, I know I've featured this J2 500 Royal Enfield. I've featured that one before as well. That's a BSA, what model is this? It's an E3014 770cc V-twin. And we've got a Greaves. I don't know Greaves that well, but I think that's a Star Maker engine, and they're quite a potent thing. Because Bert Greaves' brother-in-law, I think it's his brother-in-law, Derry Preston Cobb, he was responsible for sales, and he was a paraplegic, and he had an invalid car, a Greaves invalid car, and he had a Star Maker engine put in it with an expansion chamber on it, and was always in the hedge with it. So we've got a little Excelsior there, a little red and white one, 250. another Excelsior next to it, which is 1933, and a 1954 James Captain, sort of a trial-y typey thing. Triumph 5TA, Triumph TR5, the high-level pipes on it. Royal Enfield J2, another J2. And a Triumph TR25 250. And this is like new. It's not been restored. Apparently it's been stored in America somewhere and it's done no miles. 1557 miles, that's all. And we've got a little Excelsior twin, 250 twin. Another BSA C11 there in the corner. A 1914 New Comet, which I don't know anything about new comets. Got an AJS V twin, side valve. Constellation 63 is the last year of the Constellations. 49 Triumph 3T 350. Triumph T120R Bonneville, which is the one everybody wants. Got the splayed head on it with the twin carbs, monoblocks. Little LE Velocet. Probably an ex-police one, I guess. Another C11. And another Velocet LE. BSA B33 500. Her Matchless G3 LS, I think that is. I'm not sure. No, it's a G3L, not an S. And it's sold as well. There's a Rudge Special for 1936. Norton's big side valve, 600cc, big 4. Panther 350, which we've seen before. Another Bonneville. Not quite as bright and shiny as the rest, but still clean and tidy. And BSA G14, which is their big 1000cc side valve. Definitely a sidecar tug. I've ridden these solo. They do go quite nicely, but they're a bit ponderous on the handling. You don't push them too fast into bends. They just don't respond very nicely to them. But they're a lovely thing. Trouble is, it's so dark in here. I don't know if you can get it. Little Triumph Speed twin, a little 350. There's a Rudge Autocycle there. The Villiers Junior Deluxe engine in it. The little blue bike there, that's a Stella. And they were made in Ipswich. And you never hardly see them now. But they're sort of Villiers powered, but they were made locally in Ipswich, so. There's another A65, sold. This is a Lightning, this one. And then there's a '65 Norton Dominator. It's just very nice and bright and shiny, all chromed in the right places. Got the twin leading shoe on the front. Another 750 to rival the Interceptor. There's a Triumph 21 at the back there. A Bown Auto Roadster 98cc, another autocycle. There's a Norton which I can't get near. BSA D31 350. 1948 Royal Enfield Model G. Nice original old bike. There's several more things at the back. And there's a lot of bikes that I can't show you because they're not on display. But and then we've got engines and gearboxes and bits and pieces. Various V-twins. That Panther engine there in the background, that used to belong to me. That's been bored out to take a Jaguar piston, and it's about 702cc now. And he's never put it in anything. BSA M20 engine. There's an early Panther 250 engine there, I can see. Another M20 engine there. A Norton side valve. Lots of crankcases, lots of bottom ends, lots of petrol tanks. A fox there in the cupboard. There's a fox in the cupboard. More petrol tanks. So that's a look round his sort of stock at the moment. Strange beast. I missed that one. Matchless G80 1960. What else have I missed? There's an AJW at the back there, and a James, little James 2-stroke. Don't know what that one is. Probably a Cadet. Big old lathe. We've made some stuff on them, on that one. He's got a nice small lathe as well over there, which you still can get round. Endless nuts and bolts.
Yeah, I don't well power anyway.
A little new Imperial 150 engine there, with a gear-driven primary. The engines run backwards on those, which makes them quite unique. If you think about it, because it hasn't got a chain, it's gears, it's got to run backwards. And he doesn't sell spares, but these are all just for his own bikes. the carburetor department. Endless carburetors, monoblocks, there's concentrics, there's Villiers, dynamos, some to be reconditioned, some to just fit, regulator boxes, distributor caps, flywheels, headlights, pistons, BSA Bantam parts, Royal Enfield, several bits and pieces in there. Not much bullet stuff, it's all sort of earlier than that. These are Panther spares, barrels, rocker covers, Panther crankcases, cycle parts, Norton stuff. No, there's Panther on here. Front brakes and shock absorbers and more casings and more barrels for everything. And then pistons by the zillions and zillions of pistons. And we've used some of those in our time. Shock absorbers, rather a few. Cylinder heads, Triumphs, BSAs, and all the others. 2 strokes. Little Tiger Cup head there, I think. Oh, might be a Tiger Cup, might be a BSA Beagle. I don't know, not sure. Rear shock absorber covers, gaiters, more pistons. Inner tubes, cables, sort of vintagey stuff here, Villiers, kickstart rubbers, twist grip rubbers, cycle motor bits and pieces, lots of them. Stands, plenty of stands. BSA C11 stuff. Brakes, various vintagey stuff. Loads and loads of brake pads. Loads and loads. Back to the carburetors. But you can understand why he doesn't sell this stuff, because it's all for his own bikes. You know, as the bikes come in, everything needs something or other. And if you haven't got it, you can't fit it. So then you can't sell it, really. Or not. It's nice to sell a bike complete and running. Magnetos. Lots of these have been rebuilt. That's what happens when you've had a lifetime of collecting stuff. You've got ball bearings and roller bearings and twist grips and second-hand twist grips, and sprockets and Velocet stuff, gaskets. Nuts and bolts and spacers and washers and clamps and levers and kickstarts and gear changes and twist grips and A&R levers and brake levers and clutch levers. And the drawers are overflowing with them as well here. Amp meters and just loads of stuff. Bearings, push rods, cams, gear wheels, con rods. So that's it. I think you've seen enough now, haven't you? You'll be watching this to your heart's content. You could build bikes from the spares in here. There's a picture from days gone by, and that's me just there. Nice to see that I haven't changed. There's some more pictures of me up here somewhere. Oh, I can see one. I can get up there without falling over. That's me, torturing the bike up in the air. All so many years ago. That's me right up at the top there. Look at us. Making some bits for the Tiernan'S, which is a tracked vehicle which Andy spent loads of money on. I'm trying to find a picture of it. Here we are. That was it when it was all finished. It's a German half track. All time's gone by. These are all pictures of bikes that came out of his calendars. He has a calendar done every year. There's all some of the calendars, different years. I've got all his calendars. This is the old waiting room for the station, because this used to be the railway station. My mate Barrett, when he was alive, he did this about Triumphs. That was his sense of humour. Right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.